Hello and welcome to another ultra exciting Eaglemoss unboxing. This time it's mega sized, like several of the last times. Now, if you don't know what I'm looking at, you can either check the title or the thumbnail or skip forward to about 4 seconds from now. Maybe make that longer because it's quite a big box and this is an awkward position. There we are. Boom. It's the Iron Spider. Look at it. Look at it from this angle. Now this angle, and the final angle, this one. It's big. It's actually quite heavy. It does appear to be situated on a large pile of trash. I believe that's adding to the weight. Now it says here it's 300 millimeters in size, and it also says here Marvel Studios Avengers Infinity War Iron Spider. When teenage superhero Peter Parker wears the suit of armour gifted to him by Tony Stark the Avenger, otherwise known as Iron Man, he becomes the Iron Spider. The armour uses nanotechnology to enhance Parker's durability and strength, and allows Iron Spider to operate in deep space. A lot of people don't like the Iron Spider armour. I love the Iron Spider armour, always have. I don't think this is taped up in any way, so I should just be able to pull it open from the top. Yep. I lied about the tape. I can see a lot of tape on the innards. Alright. Okay, let's lay on the side. This could be an endeavour. Okay, come on, tease it out. There we go. Okay. Now, one of two things has just happened. When I pulled it out on the styrofoam, there's a bit of writing. Now, either whoever wrote this is like an enormous fan of the TV series Bottom and wanted to put an Easter egg in there, or I've opened it upside down. So let's just flip that around. Okay, it says top this side. I think I was right. Okay, hidden in the midst was this Spider-Man booklet. I was going to say it's actually like all of the other ones, because they come in just like plastic packaging. They're always bent. Frankly, this one isn't. This is perfectly flat, except at this corner and this corner where it has been slightly mangled by the box. I'll set that to the side. Look at this enormous certificate of authenticity. Eaglemoss Limited proudly presents your skillfully crafted and hand-painted limited edition Spider-Man figurine with a seal of quality. There isn't any kind of number on it though. I thought these always came with a number. Let me just grab... Yeah, so I've got my Incredible Hulk one here, and it says at the bottom 98 of 3000. This one does not say that, which genuinely makes me think that it is not an official certificate of authenticity. Huh. I don't know if there's any way of knowing besides that. Well, maybe this is just, you know, they're gonna mass produce this forever, so they can't put that on there. So no, we're gonna keep making these. This is our insert product that's never been changed and has been going forever. This is our Werther's original. I was going to name a car, but I couldn't really think of any. Is AK-47? No, I feel like that's been changed. WD-40. Ever since that episode of The Simpsons where they get the yearbooks and Lisa cuts into the box with a box cutter and slashes open the top several layers, I've always been nervous of opening anything like this with a knife because I don't know how deep they packed it. Also, who uses sellotape anymore in this day and age? They should all use that fancy packaging tape that's got like the string in it. That stuff's great. You can tear it with your hands. Sturdy as fuck. Doesn't seem to destroy everything it touches. I'm getting there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Just rotate that around. Alright, there we go. There we go. It's interesting, where I'm sat, I can see everything. Where you are, you can't. Alright, let's take the base out first, because, wow, okay, right. I'm not pausing in awe or reverence. I'm pausing at the incredibly strong odor that has come out of this whole situation. I have got just like a 5% headache has occurred from that. Makes me think they use some pretty gnarly solvents in the production of this. Well, here's the base. I think it kind of actually looks like a bit of the time machine, but I think really it's just supposed to be some random trash. There's not too much to say about it. Let's get Spidey out himself. He's cradled in some material, which I assume is to keep the paint better. I don't really know. Which is the front? Is there any way of knowing? It does this thing where it gives me some instructions, but, well, no, it gives me two things to slot in. Can it go the other way? I don't think so. No, okay, so there is really only one way it can go. Okay, let's just firmly but assertively get that in place. Right, okay. What have we got here? A sweet packet, I think. Save that for later. I'll give that to my nephew. He'll like that. All right, let's pop that to the side. 2 sweets. Good. Right, here we go. Spiderman, your friendly neighbourhood. There's a bit of polystyrene stuck in an area that it would never come out of otherwise. All right, so my first issue with this is that the majority of this is this enormous base. Spider-Man is here, but he's almost not the focus of his own thing, which is a strange move. It's almost like they realised to make a mega one of Spider-Man, it's either a lot of spindly work or they give him a big pile of rubbish to sit on. And it says, right, so it says Marvel there. So you think that's got to be the front, which means Spider-Man has got to be off centre, which... Okay, yeah, looking from the front as you have been doing all this time, it's where his eyes are looking. So okay, I'll give him that. That's pretty good. I'll allow it. It was going to raise my ire, but I've quelched that flame. It's always important you open this literature up, and it tells you what's impressive about the figure. Crucially, this is from Infinity War, not Endgame, which he wasn't really in. Right, so it says here to pay close attention to, and I'm not joking, there's 4 pictures it highlights as like, look how good we are, we managed to do this. 1 is fair enough, the logo on his chest. 2, the face, okay, that's the big hitters. I wonder what you're thinking 3 and 4. You'll probably think, well, it's Spider-Man, like the web shooter, the hands. That's pretty iconic. Maybe it's that. No, the first one is specifically, now I've got to get this dead on because I don't want to get this in error. It is this area just here, and the way they've pictured it is kind of in shadow, so you can't really see it. So this area just here, this null space, they've deemed that to be important. And the only thing more important than that is another bit of the base. And it's so nondescript, I can't fully tell which bit it is. I'm going to have to look around the whole thing. There's 2 bits of metal next to a rock, which I'm looking, I think the only bit it can be is this tiny strut here, but pictured from this angle going this way, with a lens that makes it all look very flat, so that this and this rock all look next to each other. I will put a close up, but these are the 4 images. I don't know how visible they are. Again, I'll put a close up, but for some reason they thought, no, we'll bookend with the real important stuff, the rubble, and Spider-Man gets 2 in the middle. I'm going to make life a lot easier on myself. I'm going to remove him from the base if that's easy. Yeah. Because this is too heavy to maneuver around. Smack the shit out of the Falcon there. Okay, alright. So hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Right, so here's what I'm looking at, right? First thing that drew my eye was on his shoulders. There's these two white squares here and here, which I don't remember and makes me think that they haven't been painted correctly. Now I opened the magazine and they're not painted in there, so that's at least a good thing. However, I now need to leaf through and find some shots that, well, the first shot they've got of Spider-Man is so blurry that you can't actually make anything out. The next one is him not in his costume. Okay, right. So here, there's an incredibly blurry shot of him in space, like very blurry, but it does clearly show he's essentially got two lights on his shoulders bit. It's like this bit here. And he does have them, so I'll let them off for that. They are, however, they're white on here. They're kind of blue in this. I think they're like light up white. He's got them on his wrists as well. So I'll allow that. Other than that, it looks pretty good overall, but the paintwork around the chest is actually not great. I can see here there is a slight error where they put the gold on last clearly, and they haven't done the best job with it. It's just a little bit not great. Looking up close, the face and the eyes, very good. Although there is a bit of something with the chin there. Almost looks, yeah, there's a bit of a scuff mark, like here on the chin and here, which is not great. The back is pretty good. The arse, good. Knees, good. The hands are particularly good. As I said, with Spider-Man, obviously, you know, he's got the classic that sort of pose for shooting the webs. Tobey Maguire never did that. He actually did a that sort of a pose. It's useless trivia for you. Yeah, he's got a slightly fat head. I don't know why, but this makes me think of not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I feel Tom Holland's Spider-Man is like shorter and kind of svelte. This one looks taller and a bit more butch. I don't know how I can get that, given that he's essentially in a vacuum with no one to compare to, and he's crouched down in an incredibly awkward pose that only Spider-Man and possibly Nightcrawler could do for an extended period of time. But I'm not saying possibly, definitely Nightcrawler. Toad could also do it. So I think there's only one thing really lacking from this, and it's pretty major. It's the arms. He's wearing the Iron Spider suit. He should have the additional arms, I feel. Now it's interesting because I'm under a weird suspicion that when they made this, for some reason, they weren't allowed to use any of the pre-released footage from the film. So it's like all stuff from trailers and like whatever stuff they'd already allowed out, and not from the final, because everything in this book is quite blurry, and there are no shots at all of him, like, you know, with the iconic part of the Iron Spider, in my mind at the very least, out, which is the additional arms, which in the comic book I believe it was 3 arms for some reason, and in this it's 4 arms. Although I might be thinking of something else. Anyway, it should have the arms. I think that would just round it out nicely. It would give this, like the Spider-Man part of this, at least a similar sized footprint to the rest. So, you know, it would be out there. And I think overall what's really happened here is they know Spider-Man, super popular character. Like in comic book terms, he's in some ways the most popular character. He's up there with like Batman or Wolverine, I guess. But he's just not really great for a big thing like this. Compared to like Hulk here with his huge stature, his big weapons and all that, or even Iron Man gets in there with the Hulkbuster armor. At least it's very intricate and detailed. Like, I haven't got the really big one, but I got like the mid-size one here. You can see there's a lot going on. But Spider-Man's just a bit plain. But then they had a version of Spider-Man with the arms. It would have looked cool, but they haven't done it for some reason. It almost feels like, to me, and I'm not willing to do the research on this, but I feel like this could be the case, is that this is one version and there's another version with the arms out. I just had a sudden thought. 2020. No, I thought this might have a price on it. Always intrigues me to know the price of these things. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everything smells of like paint solvent or glue or something. It's very noticeable. Let's just get that firmly in place. Overall, I like this. I've now realised clearly as well, the thing he stood on, I've said it 100 times, this isn't from Endgame, this is from Infinity War. This is when he's on Thanos' planet. What was it called? I want to say it was Titan. But he was the Mad Titan. That seems like I'm doubling up. Well, it's Thanos' home planet. Why am I forgetting the name of that? Plus, I quickly found out that alien planets are far more slippery and treacherous than Earth. That didn't help. That didn't help at all. I thought maybe this would. Oh well, it doesn't matter at all. Overall, it's not quite up there with the World War Hulks. I haven't got any like really bad ones to rank it down with. It's okay, is what it is. Which is a shame because Spider-Man's probably my favourite character after 4. No follow-up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for something different.